Could a Pokemon Red and Blue or FireRed and LeafGreen remake for the Switch actually be on its way? Is this possible? Hey guys, my name's Elijah, and over the last weekend, end of last week, there were some leaks that could be real and they probably could be fake. We don't know for real. We're gonna look at them and kind of speculate if it's possible that we're getting Gen 1 remakes on the Switch before we would see the next gen, or even possibly a remake of 4th gen. Let's get into it. Alright, so I find these screenshots that you're going to be seeing on your screen, they've come from various different sources and they've been posted by various different news sites. I find most of them uninteresting because they could easily be fake, they could easily mean anything, except this one right here. This is the one that's been spread the most and it looks the most believable because it's, I don't know, it looks possible, and a lot of people did the math of where in the Pokemon world this would be, and it looks like it's the route that is right below Pallet Town if you're gonna go to Cinnabar Island. People figured out the rock distance was the same, so either whoever made this leak put a lot of effort into like making it exactly the same, which would be pretty difficult for this type of 3D thing, or this is actually the real thing. And of course, there's also speculation that these screenshots are actually coming from people who are working on the next Nintendo Direct, which will be a Pokemon-focused Direct. I don't know if we would get one of those soon, and when you look at the lineup for later this year, it could make sense. We have one huge game coming out on the Switch this November, but for the most part, 2018 isn't seeing any huge Nintendo Switch releases coming from Nintendo. Last year we had Zelda and Mario, just easy main titles that you can just knock off, and we also had a couple minor titles like Splatoon and ARMS. This year, we've gotten a couple minor titles, like we got the new Kirby game and we're getting Yoshi later, and we have Smash Bros as the main obvious game, but we need one more big game, and I think it really could be a new Pokemon game or a new Animal Crossing game. I mean, Pokemon could work here. What's weird is it's really difficult to predict future Pokemon games based off of previous Pokemon entry releases, because for the past couple of years they've been really mixing up how they release Pokemon games. It used to be extremely predictable. For the most part, between Red and Blue through the end of like Black and White, you could kind of guess where the new games would come. We would kind of predict when the remakes would come out. It all made sense, and then in more recent years they started to shift. So I would say at this point, anything's fair game. We had Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon come out just a year after Sun and Moon, which was unheard of, and we're getting Pokemon releases on like a yearly basis instead of the usual year and 6 months we've been used to. Technically, it's been over 10 years since the Fire and Red remakes, so we could be getting remakes onto the re-remakes onto the Switch, or it's about time for Diamond and Pearl remakes. But at the same time, they were on the DS and they've never remade a DS game before. So there's a lot of variation, as you can see, on what's happening. I would say it would make sense for them to do a Gen 1 remake again. I think it actually makes sense to re-release the original game every few years or so, because it reminds new players the roots of Pokemon, and I think the first game in the franchise has a lot of story and establishment, and I think by reusing that story and retelling it, it opens up Pokemon to a new community of people who can play the game. So I'm okay with that. Or we could possibly be looking at a sequel, like a Red and Blue sequel. If they did Pokemon Red and Blue 2, that would be the coolest thing ever. I just realized how cool that would be. But that was like, I guess, Silver and Gold, so I don't know. But the leak, this one leak does look somewhat realistic. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's possible that we are getting a Red and Blue remake or port onto the Switch of some sort? It's sketchy. I would love it. Would you buy it? Leave a comment down below if you would buy it, and then also in that same comment, leave a comment if you think this is legit. Because I would buy it. I'm not sure if it's legit, so I don't know where you guys stand. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time we cover any Pokemon news as it comes. This is the most recent thing we've had. We'll cover any official updates as we get them. GG.